I was texting with Juan Archuleta after the fight and said, man, I know that fight against, Patricio Pitbull frustrated you and you were crushed that you lost it. I said, but you learned from it. It made you better. And it's the reason that you won that fight tonight. And it really was because he understood after fighting Pitbull. Pitbull didn't come out and go after killing him and trying to get him out of the first round. Pitbull's going to sit there and say, I'm going to make you fight my fight. If I take 5 rounds to beat you, then I take 5 rounds to beat you. Doesn't matter because I'm going to walk out of here as the winner. Mm-hmm. And Juan Archuleta learned from that. And the game plan that he and his team came up with was perfect. They knew that Patchy was going to be tough. They knew he was going to get to the body lock. They knew that he was going to try to take him down. They knew when he got to the ground, he was going to switch to the back, like the figure 4. They knew all that stuff. And it was all about, all right, we're going to take and just slowly try to diminish him in his capabilities of getting to those positions. I'm going to punch holes in his gas tank by going to the body as often as I can. And I know that I need to drag this guy into deeper waters so that when it gets to a point where in the 5th round, now we're back to even, and then I drowned him. And that's exactly what happened. But then I also go with Patchy Mix. Josh, I was so impressed. I thought he would get tired.
Yep.
So impressed that he was still going, especially
after those body shots.
Oh, dude, because okay, there's a reason why I am gaining this large thing around my belly. It's like a bumper.
You and Dave both.
Yeah, but I mean, seriously, if you've ever been hit to the body good, and you get a guy that goes to your body and you really just can't, and they just add up to the point after eventually you can't breathe normal. And that starts to take all of your energy away. Man, all the shots he took, and some of them you could see when they hurt him.
Oh, yeah.
But he still was coming. He still was going after him. His footwork was the problem in this fight.
Well, what I liked was even when he did get hit with the hard body shot, that Juan didn't overreact. And because Patchy would either back away or Patchy would try to like hunker down and kind of still walk forward, that Juan didn't stray away from his game plan and try to, I'm going to knock you out and put himself in positions that potentially would have got him taken down and his back taken or mounted or anything along those lines, arm and guillotine. We've seen Patchy finish within seconds of getting there. And Juan just stayed the course. And I felt like that was the learning process between the Patricio fight and this fight, of that I think he thought Patricio was going to come out and try to finish him and knock him out and get after him. And he's like, I'll just be here on the outskirts of the cage, bouncing around, waiting for you to overcommit. And I'm going to hit you with something and maybe drop you or jump on you or take you down. That wasn't the case. The case in this fight was Juan came out overly aggressive and overcommitted a bunch of times in the first round, got his back taken. Remember, he missed. And the same thing happened in the second round. Came out. And his corners had told him exactly what you and I were saying on the broadcast is he's overcommitting. He's like lunging in. He tried to knock him. He tried to hit him with some big shots.
He's jumping in.
Patchy ducked under, got right to the takedown, right to the back, jumped to the back, right. All these things, he was able to get him down and just work his way up. Mounted him, back took him. Spent most of the first 2 rounds on his back, or in the mount position. So I think Juan, after the second round, had realized that Patchy had spent so much energy trying to get the finish. And that's, I think, where you're going to see the difference between the next time that they fight. Because Patchy will be back. For sure, there's no doubt in my mind that he'll be back. What it is when you fight a 5-round fight and you get on the back, he was focusing so much energy on, I got to get to the neck, It exhausts you. Sure, the guy defending it exhausts him too. But and he's in a shittier position. But your grip fighting, your wrist fighting, all these things, your forearms blow up, your shoulders blow up, your legs are blown up from that figure 4. All these things take a toll. When you got back to his feet in the 3rd round, he just wasn't the same fighter. I don't even think he shot one takedown in the 3rd round. He just kept trying to walk forward. And that's when I knew. I was like, he's just not just tired. He's got good wind, he's got good conditioning. But the muscle condition of chasing submissions for so long in the first 2 rounds and not get anywhere, it made Patchy start second guessing, like, am I going to win this fight on the ground? I wasn't able to finish him when I was dry, and I was able to get in there. Like, how am I going to get him down? That's one. Now that we're slippery, how am I going to get him down? 2 is when I do get him down, am I going to be able to finish him? You know, and he, instead of saying like, you know what, let me just get him down. Let me focus on controlling the position, not trying to attack so much. And
don't worry about attacking the submission. Worry about just making him deal with something that is going to allow you. Your freedom of movement with your arms is a lot easier than grabbing and pulling and squeezing with your arms, because one just taxes them, makes them blow up.
100% agree. Nah, okay.